pretty miserable, bro. Do the right thing. Punish this little bastard Hook and write me a fat check. By the way, here's a photo of me with my best friend Al Sharpton. It means absolutely nothing, by the way. Blushing face. But somebody tweeted, he tweeted, Hook is a piece of shit, and then somebody tweeted this. Some woman, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jack. Oh wait, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked. 6'3" bro he met until they pulled their first back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's just also my birthday. I'm a birthday boy. It somehow always worked. And then Stokely just quote tweets it. Fuck you. Tony Brown, but who the fuck's in the background? It's Hook. It's fucking Hook. And then he's getting twerked on by some fucking broad. My t-shirt money is now in the ass crack of some fucking stripper. So thanks, Hook. But I don't. But Jesus Christ, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Clip it.
Oh,
but
actually,
hey, it worked out in the long run.
I actually do hope they make another season actually, because I would love to see the American Dragon on Total Bellas start memeing on John Laurinaitis. You have live footage of John Laurinaitis in his living room calling somebody in his underwear saying, "Hey, bud, you fired."
What did Max Caster say about me?
Like I'm embarrassed the fact that I'm hosting a post show for this crap.
I'm proud of you, Carl. I love this.
We did our Valentine's Day post of Hooked on You, but it was mainly for Jamie Hayter and only Jamie Hayter.
It's not right. It's not right. It's fucking trying to build an account and we get this bullshit on the account. Great. But
also follow a simp account.
Okay. Okay, but here's the thing, because those people, this is networking.
We actually follow.
You got
it was a business decision.
It's a business. You have to follow these people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And when you get big, you get rid of them. You get rid of them after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is Pro Wrestling Simp, and I'm like, what is this?
I don't look at that. I don't look at that stuff.
Decision.
It's a business decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, we got go so fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
Unprettier.
This guy just say fucking forehead.
What?
This guy say forehead.
You
Yes,
did.
I did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest. You almost didn't.
Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right. Next up.
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next
Poggers.
up, we have.
Why people happy? Pogu. Weird champ. Weird. Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. Why people sad? What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay.
Why?
Why do people happy? KW, LOLW, XQCL.
All right. The Acclaim promo now. You were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
No,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal four-way. Poggers, bro. Thanks for the fucking bits.
Fuck, damn it! Jump off a roof.
Well, they just lost Gunther, so I don't know how that is gonna survive. But what's it called? But the Third Reich faction. That's the Imperium's gonna turn to the Third Reich now. But he posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says Justice on it. and then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your ball ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, "Wow, Hook will pay for his crimes. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm Please don't make me sue this company, Tony Khan. Please, you know that a portrait of your father that's hanging in your office? Well, once I own this company, I'm replacing it with a big-ass photo of James Brown. Yep. Every time you see the Godfather of Soul sweating in drug-fueled rage at the Apollo, you're gonna think of me. Sounds pretty miserable, bro. Do the right thing. Punish this little bastard Hook and write me a fat check. By the way, here's a photo of me with my best friend Al Sharpton. It means absolutely nothing, by the way. Blushing face. But somebody tweeted, he tweeted, Hook is a piece of shit, and then somebody tweeted this. Some woman, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jack. Oh wait, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked. 6'3" bro he met until they pulled their first back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's just also my birthday. I'm a birthday boy. It somehow always worked. And then Stokely just quote tweets it. F you. Tony Brown, but who the f***'s in the background? It's Hook. It's fucking Hook. And then he's getting twerked on by some fucking broad. My t-shirt money is now in the ass crack of some fucking stripper. So thanks, Hook. But I don't. But Jesus Christ, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Clip it. Oh
but
actually, hey, it worked out in the long run.
I actually do hope they make another season actually, because I would love to see the American Dragon on Total Bellas start memeing on John Laurinaitis. You have live footage of John Laurinaitis in his living room calling somebody in his underwear saying, "Hey, bud, you're fired."
What did Max Caster say about me?
Like I'm embarrassed the fact that I'm hosting a post show for this crap.
I'm proud of you, Carl. I love this.
We did our Valentine's Day post of Hooked on You, but it was mainly for Jamie Hayter and only Jamie Hayter.
It's not right. It's not right. I'm trying to build an account and we get this bullshit on the account. Great. But
So follow a simp account.
Okay, but here's the thing, because those people, this is networking. This is
we
easy
actually
networking.
follow.
You got
It was a business decision.
It's a business.
follow
It's a business. You
wrestling
have to
simp,
follow these
okay?
people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And
I know, but like,
when you
shit,
get big, you get rid of them. You get rid of them after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is pro wrestling
I don't
simp,
look
and I'm
at
like,
that.
what is this?
I don't look at that.
It
I don't
was
look
a
at that stuff.
business decision.
It's a business decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens. This is
Yeah, well, we got so fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
Unpretty.
this guy just say
I'll take
fucking
kill switch.
forehead.
What?
This guy say forehead.
You
Yes, I
did.
did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest, you almost didn't.
Weird champ. Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right, next up.
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next
Poggers.
up, we have.
Why people happy? Pagu. Weird champ. For weird. Forehead.
Audio gets potted up. It's Wednesday, guys. You know what that means. It is time for your weekly dose of the Pro Wrestling Injection right here on the Pro Wrestling Injection YouTube and Twitch. As always, well, one person is missing today due to being sick, but now you're in for the shortest episode of the AEW the Pro Wrestling Injection you'll ever see, because when me and Mike do this, we sometimes just listen to Christian pick up the slack and we'll chime in here and there because he normally has the good talking points, but he's not here. He's sick. Hopefully he feels better soon. But without further ado, we're going to dive right on into the news This past, I think, Monday or Tuesday, whenever the Collision that's airing Saturday was taped, it was reported that Bryan Danielson had to be removed from the ring, not off by his own power. That has come out to be a work. Thank God. I'm so happy with that. So that's something we can just put to rest. I don't have to worry about him being legitimately injured.
I feel like the only person who's not, I feel like there's a couple people who's not dealing with anything, or that they're making it come across on screen, is like Lethal doesn't seem to be dealing with anything. Briscoe doesn't seem to be dealing with anything. Brody King, not yet. Claudio, not yet.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys in storyline dealing with stuff, though, because of the tournament and stuff that happened prior.
But with Bryan, it's with the eye. It's with his his orbital bone being fucked up still, and like it was reported like he got a gash over his eye. That's what it was reported.
I heard about that.
I'm not like, once again, we will see this Saturday to see how it plays out like that. So we can't give a full good grasp of what's happened. Also, it plays into the fact of which that he's fighting pretty much within a 24-hour span, air quotes 24-hour span, because he's fighting Garcia tonight, and then say like in the retrospect of the wrestling world, he's fighting Andrade the following night. In that regard.
Yeah, which technically, in reality, that happened 2 days ago, right?
Roughly either a day or 2 days ago. So, I'm not sure. I don't remember when. I think it was yesterday.
God damn, 3 matches in 3 days, like in real time. That sucks.
I think it was yesterday, because I remember seeing all those reports pop up yesterday. So.
All right, so still 3 matches in 2 or 3 days in a tournament of.
Well, no, it's just 2 matches in 2 days, because you have what he did yesterday with Andrade, and what he's doing tonight with Garcia.
Am I stupid? Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. Sorry. Now, you want to know what threw me off? I was watching Collision earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's that.
And then
never go with me.
That's why I was like, it happened this day, that day. But then again, so on more news. This is like the last bit of news that I can gather up throughout the week, and this is better. Kyle O'Reilly has been backstage at AEW recently, and it looks like he could return to programming after a period of time where it looked quite highly unlikely. So once again, we can love to predict. Are you back on the train of Jack Perry being the devil, or are you still highly on the Adam Cole train?
I just want it to be Adam Cole, because we've seen both guys at this point, and I'm just like, who's going to be able to carry the character better? Adam Cole.
Of course. Like, Fortnite balls. Okay, Christian. Close. Okay. He used to be watching from the fucking wings. So I don't know. Now with Kyle O'Reilly being backstage as of recently, there's a little bit of me that now has bumped up Adam Cole to be like a 2% chance.
Yeah, it's gonna.
There's also the dumb people that still think Wardlow is one of the masked men because of what happened last week with his hair. I was trying. I looked back at that segment trying to size up every masked man. No one fits his build.
No, nobody fits his build at all. Nobody fits his build at all. But Christian says, I literally can't speak right now. My voice is shot. That sucks. Feel better, Christian?
I have my allergies and I'm battling.
I don't know. It's like
even tonight I was trying to size up.
We're gonna get back to this because I don't want to waste too much time now because we're gonna talk about it again.
Yeah. All right. So we kick off tonight with Moxley versus Roosh.
This was one of those shows where they did a full-on rundown for the entire show, and I actually at the very beginning, and I actually kind of like it when they do that.
Oh, same.
So that was actually kind of refreshing because I feel like they haven't done that in a while. And yes, we started off with Mox versus Roosh. This was an awesome opener.
It was. These two have never disappointed. I love what they're doing. If I'm looking off into space, I'm currently just setting up the thumbnail for the YouTube video.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
So if you want to pick up,
both just freaking hard hitting guys. Both guys work stiff, and it's just a freaking hard hitting back and forth battle. That's kind of how I could describe this match.
Thumbnail.
And like I said, just awesome opener. All three matches of the tournament tonight were kind of bangers, not gonna lie. But yeah, this was good stuff. This was good stuff.
Yeah, okay. I just set the thumbnail. Now I'll fuck with the tags later. So yeah, this was a phenomenal match. Mox, I love the shirt that he wore because a lot of people these days are kind of just shitting on AEW's attendance, mainly on the hard cam.
What did the shirt say? Because I wasn't.
It said "fuck hard cam."
Did it really?
Yes. It said "fuck
cool.
hard cam." You know, I think it was like "fuck your hard cam." Because in recently, like AEW's attendance, and we can say this because it's true. Like AEW's attendance has been drastically dwindling in in the past like year or so.
Yeah,
whether that be it because of Punk leaving, the drama backstage, the lack of using certain talent, it happens. The honeymoon period of AEW is over.
I think the honeymoon period of AEW ended after Revolution 2020. Honestly, it probably even ended before that.
No, there was an extended honeymoon period throughout the pandemic. Because the feeling of everything, sure, like it was the ratings, really.
Yeah.
You can't go by attendance for that period.
True.
But but it was just his shirt. Like a lot of people talked about it on Twitter, saying, "Hey, this is our goat." Good. Because once again, who the fuck cares about attendance right now? Well, you should care about attendance, but they did good in their quarterly earnings this year, from what I read.
Yeah, they grossed like 170 million for like the year or something, which is I wish I was making that amount of money personally so I could retire, but that's a whole other
And also, like, apparently
story.
off the ticket sales for All In, they already have like 100 million ready, I think, or at least or at least like close to that.
That I did not come across that number specifically.
Because they spoke about it during one of the matches. I think it was during Jay and Lethal.
Oh, so I was paying too much attention to the match. I kind of zoned the commentary out at times.
That's fair. So
I get involved in the matches.
So Mox picked up the win here. He choked out Roosh. Roosh came to immediately as the bell rang, and the music hit.
As Mox's music was playing.
This was a nice touch. This was good. After that, we go to a video package for Jay Lethal versus Jay White tonight. Talk about their history from Ring of Honor. After that, we go backstage. Renee was trying to talk to...
Actually, no, we go on the entrance ramp. Right?
No. Backstage. I would have had...
I wrote this wrong.
No, I would have had Renee somewhere, right?
Wait, hold on.
Did Renee appear on the stage after that?
Did I write the wrong name? Somebody was on the ramp, and it was Roderick Strong in the Kingdom that came out.
Oh, yes. I forgot to put that down. Yes, you're right.
Wait, was it Renee, or did I write the name wrong?
It was Renee. It was okay. Renee, and Renee's on the ramp. She brings out Roderick Strong. Roderick goes like, Renee!
I love Roderick Strong
and
so much.
pretty much just mentions how that like MJF took his friends and he's gonna reveal to Adam like shit like that.
He also said that Samoa Joe is his best friend by proxy now, and then this guy He defies all odds, gets up out of his wheelchair.
It's a fucking
pushes
miracle.
that goddamn thing off the ramp. It's a fucking miracle. I love this man.
Now, see, the true miracle is when he takes off the neck brace.
Yeah, part two.
Also,
I was howling at the end of this.
fucking the Kingdom's Mike Bennett, and I forget, names are escaping me. Fuck.
Matt Taven.
Matt Taven was wearing a giraffe sweater.
Oh my god.
A giraffe printed sweater, still living it up. Good keeping that neck strong. Shit happening, but yeah. So Roddy
I really
is.
wish he would have just slipped in there. Like, unfortunately, it is the end of No Neck November. I wish he would have slipped that in there somehow.
No. So okay, so we have So now
Then it went to commercial. After
yeah,
that.
yeah. So Roddy's now out of the wheelchair. He's so the wheelchair side of things is done for now.
The man can walk. I love it.
So we now go backstage, coming back from commercial with Renee trying to interview MJF. Hangman then appears. She gets some words from him. He talks about his match, saying how like with Swerve, yeah, me and you were still not done yet. I'm gonna take exactly what you want from you to make sure you don't get it. MJF goes, "Oh hey, Seabiscuit," bringing back the stuff from Double or Nothing 2019, mentioning how how I embarrassed you in front of Bret Hart, and it's pretty much a back and forth with them. I think this gonna as predicted. I think down the list of names, Hangman was technically the next in line out of everyone that out of everyone that MJF listed off of his list of people he wants to face now that he's champion.
The only reason that I wouldn't do that is, or at least right now,
oh yeah, of course,
is he's coming off back-to-back pay-per-view losses.
Yeah, they're gonna wait.
Yeah, I would hope so. Wait a little bit.
So they start getting in each other's faces. Joe splits it up, saying, "Hey, he's my problem. Don't worry about it." And then they pushed him off to the side. This then leads into our next segment.
Samoa Joe turns to him and goes, "We have problems we have to deal with tonight, and he's not one of them. Like, get your head out of your ass for a minute and get ready."
This then leads now into our next segment of Mark Briscoe versus Swerve. The second Swerve
awesome
match. The second Swerve match back to back to go almost a limit. I think that could be Tonga something, or the fact of which that they just realize that Swerve needs as much time in these matches as possible.
Dude, this
because it was so good.
This was an awesome match. My boy texted me, who he like rarely watches AEW. He just so happened to have this match on, and he just goes, once this match was over, text me, stick match right there. And I'm like, yep, that match was awesome.
I fucking love the house call kick. Oh my, that is my favorite setup to a finisher.
It's so good.
I didn't realize that was Swerve because I use that as a move in the 2K games for WWE. I use the house call kick because it's cool because you run and you slide and you jump and kick him in the head. I use it as a basic move. I don't use it as a signature or a finisher. It's a basic move. I just slide and do the kick to the side of the head. So
good.
This match almost went the distance and ended with the Death Valley Driver leading into the Swerve Stomp, and Swerve is victorious.
Yeah, what was it? Swerve initially went for something.
Swerve went for the
Briscoe
450.
Briscoe got the knees
450.
up. Yeah, he went for the 450. Briscoe got the knees up, and I'm just like, oh, they're gonna keep going. Good.
So I think clearly the next matchup is Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal. Then, right? That's probably the next up.
Maybe.
Because right now they're both at 0 apiece.
Hold on, let me go to my trusty pictures here to see.
Because that should be the next up thing for them.
It is not. No. it is not. But we'll get back to that when we run down the shows later.
Okay. Yeah.
Good thing I got my phone out. And
Yeah, you have the rundown for that one. I don't have the rundown. So after Mark Briscoe and Swerve, we go backstage. With Maria with Mariah May and Renee. This is 100% setting up for the. I think the match that Mariah May is gonna have is with Riho. That is like her tune-up match. Apparently, it's gonna happen. Because I don't know who else she would fight.
I don't want either one. I don't want either one of them losing right now, but Mariah's losing, obviously.
Yeah. After this, we now have Samoa Joe and Max are supposed to take on the masked men. Samoa Joe makes his way out to the ring first, and he gets cornered by the masked men. I was sizing up everyone. The closest one, so the guy that was towards the commentary table, he was like he was a bit bigger and a bit heavier. That's like the only thing I can get out of him, but he does not look to be like Wardlow big. He looks to be a little bit heavy.
No, the closest, honestly, I thought that the closest build to Wardlow was the guy closest to the hard cam.
Let me look.
That could have been just perception.
Because I do not think I am 100% certain.
I don't.
Wardlow is not one of them.
I just really, really hope that they don't fuck this up.
Because it makes no sense to make Wardlow one of them.
No, it doesn't.
It makes no fucking sense.
No, Wardlow has his own thing with MJF. Samoa Joe has his own thing with MJF. Hangman has his own separate thing with MJF. Adam Cole and Roddy and them have their own separate thing, but God damn it, I want it to be them, but I don't think it's gonna be. I want it to be. Kind of like how I wanted the New York Jets to be good this year, but things just didn't happen that way. But I digress.
I think I feel about the Mets sometimes.
Being a Jets fan is worse.
They're both the same. We have piss poor management, and we get piss poor players. It's the same, Mike.
It's not the same.
It's the same, Mike.
It's not the same. Football season, at least your season's over after 17 games. Baseball, you have to sit through 162 games of that crap. I digress. Yeah,
hey,
so
but at least none of us are Panthers fans. So the masked men swarm,
and then they have that weird light thing,
and then up on the Tron,
Joe basically outside the ring.
Up on the Tron, the devil appears.
After the lights go back off, the devil does appear. Doesn't say anything this time.
He just moves his head down, the static happens, and we see MJF knocked out in the backstage area via a broken bottle.
Broken bottle. Indeed.
Once again, like it's real glass, but also once again, these these real glass things. As much as I'm 100% in that camp that it's Jack Perry, but there's always the part of me that goes, there could be like a huge red herring that they're giving us.
They could be doing that. I kind of hope so, because I've told you and Christian this before. I wouldn't trust Jack Perry with a character of this magnitude. And that's just me personally.
And I partially agree with that. It's the fact now that Roddy is out of the wheelchair, and Kyle O'Reilly has been backstage as of late. That's what puts the 2% back. Like, I'll say, okay, I'm 98 Jack Perry, 2% Adam Cole. Because the fact of which, because you have, if you look at that setup, because you have the 4 people around the ring, if you put it in the Adam Cole camp, you have Roddy, Kyle, then you have Mike and Matt. And then you have Adam Cole being that person. being the devil. Once again, as we all have heard, that as of right now, the people who are under the mask are the ones who are set to be the ones doing everything. That is what's been reported by Fightful, what has been reported, I believe, from Meltzer, from other wrestling publications. It's that. People have done Zapruder type film analysis on the people from last week. One person said someone's face, I think it was one of the masked men.
Oh yeah, it looked like Mike and Matt, right?
Yeah.
That tweet I did see. I didn't exactly examine it closer because I'm just like I don't want to ruin this for myself, if anything. But
if it so happens to be the Kingdom, Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole, amazing. If it's Jack Perry, still fucking amazing, but he now has to make sure he can carry this character.
I hope they don't screw this up. I really, really hope they don't screw this up. I also saw somebody on Twitter say this is AEW's worst storyline. I'm like, how?
If it's booked poorly in the end, it will be. I don't
think anything is ever gonna get worse than the Nightmare Collective. That was pretty fucking bad.
We don't talk about the Nightmare Collective for many fucking reasons.
We have to acknowledge that it happened, and just in case this somehow ends up being worse.
It's a fact now, and I know it's stupid to say that double surgery could be a work, but I think this is another good tight-lipped thing for AEW to have. Like, we don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to diminish Adam Cole's injury at all, because we were there, we saw it happen.
Yeah,
and it was a shame. I'm hoping that the double surgery, he only required one surgery, and he's working his way back. And they're saying double surgery to get people off the trail. That's just me. I'm being very honest with that one. Because I could be working myself into a shoot. I could be just shooting myself into a work. Like, it's the fact of which that I don't know, and I like it. Because now everyone wants to point fingers at maybe Hangman could now be the devil because it's a beer bottle that was broken. Ooh. And Hangman likes to drink beer. I don't fucking know.
FTR worked him into a shoot in storyline.
Okay, I'm trying to look at these guys again. I'm looking at the one, because the hard camera side... Are you talking about the one that's like hard camera facing crowd, or guy facing crowd, or guy that's like looking directly at the hard camera area?
No. Back to hard camera.
Nope. I'm looking at that. He's too small.
Really? Because
he's too small. I'll pull up the GIF. I'll send the GIF in the group chat.
Yeah, I don't know. He had some size to me, so I just thought that was the biggest guy. I didn't exactly.
I'm looking at it. I don't see it.
I didn't. Wow.
If you look at the GIF,
this was not exactly the best angle. Let me hold on. I have to relook at this again. That not the best angle.
I know, but like, from a guy Wardlow's size, you could definitely tell by the shoulder width from that height.
Oh yeah, no, none of them are Wardlow. None of the guys out there are Wardlow, because he would stick out like a sore thumb.
God, this is a very interesting story. I'm happy where it's going.
Oh, I think I just found the video from the YouTube channel. It's fucking advertisement.
Hey! As of 9 hours ago, the Jets have officially named Zach Wilson the starting QB for the Texans.
I did see that.
Can you believe that it took us two quarterbacks to realize Zach Wilson's not that bad?
Okay, he's not exactly. I mean, It's not. He's not great, but the other
Hey,
two.
he's
were
better
just
than
stupid.
Tim Boyle and the other guy. Let's be real. It's the O-line.
He's-
It's the O-line.
Okay, the guy. He's not exactly short, but he's not exactly tall.
I said, like, right now,
Looking back, he's not exactly tall or short. The guy on the right, you're right. He does have some
Yeah.
beef on him.
yeah, the guy that's towards the announce table, he's big, but he's also
Okay,
more.
yeah, now I see it.
He's more rotund than Wardlow. He's more round. He's more heavy set.
Somebody just commented the storyline is pretty terrible. They haven't done anything to make it terrible.
I didn't even
yet.
see that come through yet on my end, so thank you for pointing that out. I can't wait to
Somebody
see it.
just-
It'll pop up. This thing, it comes and goes on.
Yeah, no, they haven't done anything to make it terrible yet. That's like
Actually, I don't even see it pop up on my end. Did they take it down already?
that's the top comment on the YouTube video.
Oh, on that YouTube video. I thought you were about ours.
Yeah. No, on the AEW's YouTube channel.
Mute this. Yeah, I'm trying to look at it.
Yeah,
Cause
I love how people love to shit on. This is just wrestling fans in general. They love to shit on storylines, saying, "Oh, this is terrible." Meanwhile, they never want to let it play out.
Do you want to know what that guy that's facing that's facing the crowd is? He kind of has the build of Kyle O'Reilly, and he has the mannerisms right there of Kyle O'Reilly.
Let me go through that again.
Just look at the guy that's facing the crowd. Not hard camera, but like the main crowd that we always see. He has mannerisms.
Oh, the guy closest towards the entrance ramp.
No. Top part of the ring. Top ring.
Oh, top.
Wait, so when they go that bird's eye view, the top part.
Top guy. Okay.
Just watch his mannerisms when he
Maybe.
approaches that ring.
Maybe. Hey, I would kind of be happy if it was them.
Like I said, once again, this is a wait and see type thing. We will probably find out at World's End.
Hopefully, that would be kind of nice.
This also now gives an excuse for MJF to drop the title even more because he's on 100%. Because more than likely he's dropping the title and he's going on to get surgery and shit. So,
damn, that sucks.
So after that
Imagine,
match,
imagine I'm there for the night he won the title and the night he lost the title. Imagine.
Poetic justice. So after this, we go backstage, where, we get a better look at Max. It's a broken bottle, clearly. We now fade out of that. We go into the Ben Makowitz.
Oh wait, no, hold on. So they go from that, they replay what happened to MJF, and then they
mention
cut
how
to Mox in the back,
right? Yeah, Mox is
where somebody looked like they missed a cue because that was a little awkward there for a few seconds. And
well, no,
he
it's like
basically
if you've seen like the G1 promos, it's always like the kind of like the build up to it, trying to warm yourself up and then speak type scenario. Oh yeah, it definitely could have been a missed cue, but that was live, clearly.
Oh no, definitely live. They missed it by like 2 seconds, but it wasn't like overly. Okay, it didn't drag out too long. It wasn't overly bad. I just kind of noticed it and was like, did somebody miss a cue? Because I heard like a like a clearing of a throat.
So this leads up to just like Mox talking about how he beat everyone else. Leads up to Swerve coming in.
Yeah, he expects perfection of himself. He expected to be 3-0 up to this point. He expects to go 5-0. He expects to win the whole damn thing. He's basically he's the ace. And then Swerve came in, and I just went, ooh.
And then We get the reveal next week in Texas. Winter is coming. Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland.
I was so hoping they were gonna save this match for last.
Oh no, they're definitely. I don't know what the finals are going to be now. I'm so interested.
I was so hoping they were gonna make this the last round robin match.
Nope.
But hell, if they want to give it to us next week, hell, I'll take it.
So after this, we had Ben Makowitz or McKenzie. Yep.
I just wrote down.
He is
Mankiewicz.
Yeah, so he is the host of TCM, Turner Classic Movies. His, I think, great uncle. I shared the post in the group chat, pulling it up.
Did you?
I did share it. Hold on. Okay, so
I must have missed it.
he is the grandnephew of Joseph, the last name that I cannot pronounce, who also wrote and directed All About Eve, which is what the story of Mariah May and Toni Storm is based around, of an obsessed fan. So, fun stuff. I love the tie-ins. I love the definitely the tip of the cap and the poke and the nudge of, hey, we know what you guys are talking about. He introduces this match pretty much building up the Toni Storm of, oh, she's been in classics such as Hold My Butler, this and that and this. And tonight she is facing Skye Blue. This led into her intro. I'm so happy that the Toni Storm found her footing and they gave her this good character that she is loving. Clearly she's having a fun time with it.
Oh yeah. I mean, personally, I was enjoying her when she initially came in and won the title.
Oh yeah, I'm happy with whatever she's doing as long as it's not taking a pie to the face from Charlotte.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I remember listening to that episode of AEW Unrestricted, and she was just like, compared to what the alternative idea was, I said, I will gladly take a pie in the face. I was like, what could be so much worse than that you would have?
I don't know. I don't know. Before the pandemic, they poured dog food all over Roman. Remember that? Or at least hearing about it?
Oh, wait a second. Is this that's the video that's been popping up on my Twitter feed the last 2 days?
Yeah, with Baron Corbin and...
I did not hear... No, I did not.
I forgot who else. I think it was FTR pouring just dog food all over.
I did not hear about that. No.
So after this, we had the Adam Copeland and Edge.
Oh wait, whoa!
Adam Copeland and Christian promo.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck! That's right.
You're skipping over one of my favorite parts of the entire show.
Oh, the whole. Well, okay. So the match was amazing between Toni Storm and Skye Blue. Camera work. The camera guys did God's work tonight. Then
they
after
also missed both black and white cues.
Who cares? That's not their cue. That's the truck's cue.
Yeah, that's the truck's cue. The truck missed that.
So as soon as the match ends, the dreaded music, ratings Riho appears.
The dreaded music? That's friggin' one of my favorite songs.
Okay, so the dreaded music hits. Out comes Riho. She's back from whatever she was doing. And it looks like she's going to be facing Toni Storm either next week or at the pay-per-view.
I would hope at the pay-per-view.
Who knows?
I would hope, because if they plan on doing Riho versus Mariah May, they should probably do that next week or the week before. So I mean, it's going to be a pretty terribly built up match for the pay-per-view, but I digress.
Well, that's what the women's division is these days to AEW.
Not much has changed.
Yep. So
not much has changed.
Yeah, so Riho is back. We're all happy here. After this, we had Adam Copeland and Christian Cage promo video package. I think this aired on YouTube and aired on Rampage.
I believe either Rampage or Collision.
Mm-hmm. And after this,
I think
we lead into Jay White versus Jay Lethal. A really good
solid match.
Yeah,
this was another really good match.
I'm upset though. So they put two guys in the gold block in the Gold League there were obviously going to be like the losers of the Gold League, and I hate that. Mark and Jay are kind of like are now mathematically out of the tournament.
But they can screw somebody over.
If they screw someone over, then that person doesn't get the points. Both people don't get points.
I don't know what they're gonna do with this tournament, like towards the finish, but if they're just gonna have like a flat out winner, but we're just gonna have matches like this every week, I will gladly take that. If they don't really plan on doing like a New Japan where you're gonna be like, oh, this guy could lose. Oh, this guy could lose. I mean, they're cutting it close with this one. It's just like if they're just gonna give us great matches like this, I'm not really gonna care as much because this has just been awesome.
So the finals right now, I'm predicting either Jay White and Bryan Danielson, Swerve or Bryan Danielson. Who else is in that blue league? Let me pull up AEW blue.
The only reason I'm not gonna say outright that Danielson's gonna win is because he is wrestling in Japan at Wrestle Kingdom like 5 days later.
I mean, fair. Okay, so blue league, we have Bryan, Brody, Andrade, Claudio, Daniel, Eddie. Eddie has lost his 2 matches, right? He's lost 2 out of his
0 for 2.
Yeah, he's 2 for he's 0-2. I don't see them placing this type of thing on Brody's back. I think if someone
I just hate to say this about Brody King. They have done a wonderful job booking him in singles matches.
Yeah, I wish they did that for fucking Malachi, but well, we can't always get what we fucking want.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
So Bryan, Brody, Andrade, Claudio, Garcia, Eddie. I'm out of those like 6, the ones that I could see going to the finals are probably Bryan, Brody, Claudio. I don't see Andrade going into the finals. I don't see.
Yeah, because he has a looming storyline with Miro coming.
Yeah, I don't see Garcia going in. I don't see Eddie going in because now Eddie is 0-2. Out of the gold, I think the 2 most possible winners, outside of Mox is like 3-0, is probably going to be Swerve and Jay. I think those are the 2 possible finalists going in.
Yeah, well, obviously, like the match next week between Mox and Swerve is going to determine one of them.
Yes. And I believe Swerve is going to win that one.
Yeah, I kind of hope he does, to be honest with you.
This
is nothing against Mox. They just need to need to capitalize on Swerve's momentum right now.
Oh yes, because if they fuck up his momentum like they fucked up Garcia's, there's no going back.
Here's the weird thing about Garcia. Like, they fucked his momentum up, yet he's more over than he should be right now.
Oh, 100%. Like, he's so over, but like this whole entire BCC and the Jericho Appreciation Society story, you should have just had Garcia join BCC and not done this whole time. I think, sure, like the dancing has gotten him over, but there's no point. All right, next up.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one, especially with the Blue League.
Okay, so Jay White and Jay Lethal put on
unless Eddie makes like a massive comeback right now, which they could be doing that.
So Jay White and Jay Lethal put on an amazing match. Jay White picked up the victory here.
Yeah, 3, like I said earlier, 3 very solid tournament matches tonight. Very solid.
I'm happy with where this is going. It's going to be fun. So next up, but before the main event, do you want to do the rundown? So for Collision, sure. I'll read off Collision's rundown because I have that up. For Collision, we have Bryan Danielson versus Andrade El Idolo.
Sign me up.
We have Claudio Castagnoli taking on Eddie Kingston.
Sign me up.
And then we have Ethan Page taking on Kenny Omega.
Low key, sign me up. And we also have.
Yeah, because you got that Rampage lineup, right?
Yeah, and we also have Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Martinez.
Oh yes. I'm trying to not see that on the.
That's an interesting one.
On the poster that I had here.
On Rampage, we have Powerhouse Hobbs and Konosuke Takeshita taking on Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal. We have Abaddon versus Trish Adora. That is honestly a very random match. Not even going to be. Not going to sugarcoat that.
I have a soft spot in my heart for Abaddon. All right. So I'm okay with it.
I don't. I have nothing against her. That's just a very random match.
I mean, fair, yeah.
We have the AEW International Champion, Orange Cassidy, and Danhausen will appear. And last but not least, we have Blue League matchup, Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia. So there is a must-watch match on Rampage this week.
Yes.
Which you like
and
to see that.
And then for Dynamite...
Dynamite, we have in the Gold League, like we mentioned earlier, Swerve taking on Moxley, which should be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We have Jay White taking on Mark Briscoe, which should be awesome. Another Gold League match. And in the third and final Gold League match taking place on Dynamite for Winter is Coming, is Roosh versus Jay Lethal, which should be another solid match. We will be hearing from Samoa Joe.
And the Von Erichs.
The Von Erichs return to Dallas, which when I saw this, I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool.
So are the Suns getting hired?
Maybe?
Ross and Marshall, are they going to get signed? This also is probably... This is also
two of the Devil's guys? No, I'm just kidding.
This also is going to be promoting for the Iron Claw Von Erichs movie produced by A24 that is set to release, I think, like a day after. I think like the next week or a few days after Christmas. I'm not sure, but hey, I'm A24 has not made me upset yet with movies, so I'm all for it.
And last but not least, for Dynamite, Winter is Coming next week. We have Hangman Adam Page versus It's a Miracle He Can Walk Now, Roderick Strong. Neck strong, Roderick Strong.
Matt Taven said on Twitter just now, it's a Christmas miracle. He can walk.
Oh my God.
God bless us, everyone.
Roderick Strong is so good. So good.
So now it's time for the main event. I'm sad they don't do that anymore on Rampage.
Same.
At least it
was fun while it lasted.
At least we're keeping it alive over here on the injection.
We try.
We have Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage for the TNT title. God, this was such a good match. These guys can still go.
They can, and it's awesome to see.
I loved every bit of this match, especially towards the end when the one Mama Wayne turned. She turned heel.
Alvarez brought this up on Observer Radio, and I'm just like, oh my God, that actually makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah, because she watched Edge concerto her only son in the middle of the ring.
He deserved it. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
He deserved it.
I love the layers to this story. It's so good.
It really is. And I really, really hope they run this match back at the pay-per-view.
They might, because of the finish.
Yes. And also, I just have to say, when Christian kicked Bryce Remsburg in the balls, I was dying laughing. That was hilarious.
Frickin' Bryce takes a bump, doesn't go down. Christian goes, man.
Dude, I just started laughing.
So now with this thought, is there going to be a stipulation for this match if they run it back at the pay-per-view? And if there is,
maybe.
What would it be? Because I don't see them
Good
doing two
question.
singles match back to back for this. I don't see the likelihood of that being good in my eyes.
Okay, well, we have to take into consideration the neck spot at the end of the match where he kicks the back of Adam Copeland's neck.
Mm-hmm.
So could they do a dog collar match?
That's if like clearly tonight both of them could go, but this was a singles match and they had like 15 minutes tops. So you would have to really think, could they go like 30 minutes in a dog collar match?
I feel like the promos so far in this feud, and especially after the match tonight and the ending, that a dog collar match could be it would warrant it.
I'm in that boat, but maybe a chairs match in my eyes.
Maybe.
It's not out of the realm because we've seen chairs matches before, only in WWE, but like AEW could do a chair match.
Or a TLC match.
I don't think. Could they go like? Because you have to remember like how, because the only ladder match Christian was in was a trio, was a triple threat ladder match. So he had a lot to.
I'm drawing a blank.
It was him. I think it was him, Darby, and Lucha. Right? Was that the ladder match?
No, wait. No, I don't think that was a ladder match.
Hold on.
No, because didn't because Christian pinned Luchasaurus. Oh, wait a second. There was another match. Wow, I drew a blank hard on that. Okay, there was a match. I have no clue when it was though. My brain is just
okay. So he did get the title in a triple threat match on Collision against Darby and Luchasaurus, now named Killswitch. But there was that
the ladder match was at Full Gear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The ladder match was with him and Wardlow. So, but like, remember too, like he had Killswitch in his corner, and Wardlow had Arn. So Christian didn't have to do too much of the heavy lifting of the match. He just had to take spots when he could, and then go from there. So I don't think the two of them could last long in a TLC match by themselves. I think they would need someone to be there to like cause interference.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe a dog collar match.
Maybe like a street fight.
Yeah, I think that could work too.
But okay, I think there's nothing else really to cover. That was it
New
for
York City street fight.
A Long Island street fight. Long Island. It's not New York City. It's Long Island.
Yeah, it's sort of the same thing. I'm just kidding.
Far from it, my friend. We're the most magical place in the world.
Well, I'm not gonna say that New York City is the most magical place in the world because it's fucking not.
There you go.
So, yeah. So I'm not gonna 100% disagree with you on that one.
But no, like I don't know if we're gonna get another match with them at the pay-per-view. I would hope so personally, that we would get
the only okay, so it's December 6th. The pay-per-view's on the 30th.
Yes.
The thing that's making me think that they're 100% running it back is the neck spot.
Yes, of course. That's obvious, but now, oh no, they're not gonna. No, okay. I had a bad thought run through my head, but I realized that they can't do it, and I'm so happy they can't do it. Because I don't know where Beth is.
Sharing or
yes, it's worth sharing. I don't know where Beth is with her contract with WWE, if she still has one, if it's a Legends deal. In my head, I'm like, oh, don't tell me they're gonna do another mixed tag match with Edge and Beth versus Christian and Nick Wayne's mom. But I don't think Nick Wayne's mom
I don't
can
think so.
train from now until the 30th.
No, I highly doubt that's gonna happen.
Okay, because like in my head, like I said, that hit my head. I'm like, oh, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't make my one time seeing Edge in person in my hometown be this
Actually,
fucking
yeah.
match.
You know, I was actually thinking about that a couple weeks ago too. It's just like, wow, I started watching wrestling, and like when I started watching wrestling, 2.5 months later, Edge retired for the first time, and I'm
Ooh.
just like, God, and like that dude, that thought hit me hard in bed. I'm just like, damn.
How do you think it feels for me? The only time I got to see CM Punk and Bryan Danielson wrestle was at a Raw house show in 2013. No, just scratch that. I got to see Bryan wrestle on SmackDown in 2018 in a dark match after SmackDown went off the air.
Yeah.
But still,
I'm trying to,
fuck.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's see. When did I? Did I see Punk wrestle in fucking AEW? Now that I think about it,
Did you go to any of the Arthur Ashe shows? Did you go to all the Arthur Ashe?
Not the first one, because I couldn't. Ticketmaster legitimately would not let me buy a ticket for some reason.
Did he wrestle at the second one?
I'm still not over that. Did he wrestle at the second one? The second one was when MJF was up in the crowd and Moxley. Oh, that was Mox Danielson. And then
nope.
yeah, that was Mox
Okay.
No. The second one was second Arthur Ashe, not this last one.
I'm looking at the cards right now.
Was it Mox and Danielson?
Yeah,
inventing Dynamite, and that was when the blow off to Starks and Hobbs happened on Rampage at like 12:30 in the morning.
Yep.
That was a very good match. It was just we were so tired at that point.
Yeah, I don't think you got to see Punk wrestle because he wasn't even at. Well, did you go to any of the UBS shows, or was that the first UBS show they went to?
I've been to all the UBS shows so far.
Okay,
I remember there was one where he came out, basically shit on the Islanders 3 different times, and I was loving every second of that. And then they had a post TV thing with Hook where he basically just like laid down in the ring for like 15 minutes, which was fucking hilarious. That was entertainment.
Okay, yeah, he at the UBS show he fought John Silver in 2022. Because you've been to all of them, so you got to see Punk wrestle once in AEW.
So he fought John Silver.
Yep.
Johnny Hungy. That's a legendary match.
You got to see, yeah. So you got to see that. Also, wait, was that? That also was the workers' rights promo.
No, it wasn't.
I'm looking at the image gallery from that night. Because
I was definitely not there for that.
Because there's Punk and Hangman in the ring together.
Not at a UBS show.
It was at the UBS show.
Was it?
Because Punk's wearing the same gear.
I could have sworn that was not the UBS show.
It might not be the workers' rights promo, but like they definitely did have a face-off.
Oh, wait a second. This was April of last year.
May of last year. It was May 11th.
Of last year.
May 11th.
That was before Double or Nothing.
So it could have been like, okay, hold on. Let me do. I'm filling up time for ourselves, but the workers' rights promo. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it wasn't that one. I saw them in the ring together. I thought that was it, but no, it was like their first interaction based type thing. Well, their first like face to face thing.
I would have loved
this was after the workers' rights promo, I believe.
I know, like, this is going off on a mini tangent. I would love to know, like, where things would have started to get bad with Punk had Hangman not said that, and also how much quicker he would have gotten fired had he not gotten injured. I would have just absolutely love to live in those two alternate universes.
I think the workers' rights promo, if it not had happened and not gone the way that it did, Punk still would have said some shit at the All Out media scrum. I think he would have said some shit.
He probably would have. It probably just wouldn't have been as bad.
Oh no, it would have been bad.
Well, no, because remember, he basically went off on Colt Cabana and Hangman because of that promo, basically.
But still, going off on Colt Cabana, like the Bucks guys, that like the Bucks guy, that's.
I love how we're talking about this again.
I don't know. I guess like the alternate timeline of Punk never doing Brawl Out and Brawl Out never happening is a very interesting timeline to live in.
Yes.
Because if that never happened, Punk does not go back to WWE. And we're still...
Oh, okay. Well, I mean...
He doesn't know because...
He does, just not this quickly.
No, see, the only reason why he went back is because, one, he got out of his non-compete. 2, he can't go back to AEW. 3,
that bridge is completely burned.
He had to tuck his tail and be a hypocrite, go back to the same place where he said it got him sick. It almost killed him. He was there. He was stifled creatively. I think
that one I have to back Punk on, because there's been so many people since Punk left WWE the first time. I don't know why I just said the first time, that have said literally the same exact types of things, to the point where, okay, so many people have said the same thing.
But Punk's is more documented than others.
Yeah.
See, I will call Punk a hypocrite till I'm blue in the face for going back to WWE. But also right now, the state of WWE is far different than it was 10 years ago.
It's far different than it was even like 3 or 4 years ago.
It's the fact
that they were having the same attendance issues that AEW is having right now.
Yeah, it's like, well,
like,
right now...
People gotta realize, like, this wasn't... Like, this was, like...
It happens...
Right before the pandemic, right after the pandemic. They were having, like, terrible attendance issues.
I think right now the attendance issues will get fixed. I think we just need that one big signing to bring the attention back. Whoever that could be is a mystery. Because there's no one on the level of a John Cena, of a Randy Orton, of a CM Punk that you can scoop up and bring in.
I have a little bit of a hot take.
What?
AEW should try and stay away from that type of person, because look what happened the first time.
True, but if this person is known for not having an ego issue, then by all means they should seek that adventure. It's the fact to which that right now AEW was built as the alternative to WWE. It was built as this beacon. Now that Vince is out of power, we don't need this thing anymore. We don't like. The alternative is not as much needed as it was back then.
Yeah.
Because, in all honesty, from what I've seen, WWE's product got better. It's getting better. I'm being honest with that. I personally can't go back. I just can't go back.
I can't go back just because, like, you know how easily I fall behind on AEW. If you ask me to start watching 3 WWE shows again, it's like I'm just gonna quit watching, because
you don't have to watch NXT. You don't have to watch NXT.
Yeah, I've heard NXT is, like, outside of like 2 or 3 people, is still like pretty bad.
It's the fact of which that right now, like, and this is even quoting what I watched today from Fightful. For AEW, the sky is not falling. We're out of our honeymoon period. We need to work on getting back on track. We need to work on getting back to what made AEW must-watch TV.
Yes,
And
but they should not go back to how it was at the very beginning.
Well, the very beginning was fun. The very beginning
was fun because it exposed a lot of people to a lot of lesser known names, but then we quickly, like, I'm gonna say, over the course of the first 6 months to the first year of AEW, we could very clearly see why a lot of people from the beginning were getting phased out pretty quickly. You look like you have to sneeze.
No, someone just followed the Twitch and the notification played in my ears.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Luchador Nacho. You're catching us cool just at the tail end of our stream.
Luchador Nacho, that's I like that name.
I had the thing, it played in my ears. I'm like, what the fuck just hit my ears? I need to, how do I love how my follow alerts love to disappear and then reappear. Let me fix this. Properties. Yeah, because AEW at the beginning, it exposed a lot of people, and then you very quickly seeing why certain people were getting phased off TV because it was just like, okay, this guy is definitely better suited to be on the indies than on television. True, and I get that,
they
started
kind of started to oversign people a little bit, and then because I don't think at the beginning they were expecting to have signed as many people as they did.
Well, that's because
that certainly didn't help.
That's because WWE released a lot of people, and
which was not expected.
Yeah. And Tony Khan backed up the Brinks truck to fucking everyone, and here we go. Yeah.
Also, like, that was also a little overblown at times, because it's just like, oh, another WWE guy. That's all they're signing. It's just like, out of the 30 people that got released, that's the one guy you should be signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that got a little carried away.
Why can I not
I hope they figure it out. But with the roster that they have, especially with Ospreay coming in January, oh baby, like their roster on paper 100%. Their roster on paper is stacked.
Why is this not letting me log in?
In your opinion, what made AEW must-watch television?
It was the fact to which you had these top talents, the elite of pro wrestling. You have the Bucks, Kenny, Hangman. You had a Pac.
Where the hell is he?
He's still injured, remember?
Oh, that's right. He got injured again. That's right.
Completely
forgot about that.
I'm trying to remember what else happened. As I'm now relogging into our Twitch page.
Oh boy.
Why? Please use the recommended browser. Bitch, I'm using the recommended browser. You cunts. I hate when Twitch does this.
I have a different mindset a little bit when it comes to must-watch wrestling television. If you literally, like, the whole, like, storyline thing is completely fucking overblown, because, I mean, it's just like, even when Triple H, this is what I was hearing from other, even when Triple H took over, like, it still took a while for storylines to noticeably improve. And by a while, I mean, like, it took a solid, like, over a year.
Yes.
Which was, honestly, to be expected when he initially came in. But it's just like, then I keep seeing the tweets. You know that one person that tweets, like, the amount of wrestling-related content or amount of actual wrestling per show every week?
Yes.
And I'm just like, how do you have a 3-hour show with, like, you're barely reaching an hour of wrestling? or you're reaching like under an hour of wrestling. Like to me, like there's no way. This is my own words. There's no way you're making that much. What's the word I'm looking for here? There's no way you're writing that much compelling television for me to actually sit there for 3 hours and call it an old show. When I am one of those people who are more wrestling orientated, and I'm honestly most of the time in favor of more matches, less stories, when you know like you're not going to be able to have good stories at that specific moment in time.
Yeah.
So like I'm all for that, and I actually loved the early days of AEW when it was just like match. Now obviously they had to switch that up because too much is too much. It wasn't too much for a while, but then once they started to switch, you can be like, okay, now I see why they made the switch. It makes sense.
All right, let's round it out for the day. We'll continue this conversation whenever, probably next week. Who knows?
Yeah, probably.
All right, thank you all for watching Wrestler of the Week. Yeah, like, as Luchador Nacho mentioned, the early days of AEW were amazing. Yeah, they were. It was a breath of fresh air.
Honestly, it peaked in between All Out 2021 and that first Grand Slam. That was when it like peaked.
Let's see, like it was good. It went from Revolution 2020, that was at the height. Then the pandemic hit. Then we were at a nice little medium period. Then the first pay-per-view back with fans, Double or Nothing 2021.
Yes.
Was it 2021? 2021.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
Was amazing.
Very.
And I set that as probably one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. For how that match went. But so yeah, the Wrestler of the Week, I'm gonna give it to Swerve Strickland because he put on an amazing match with Mark Briscoe. So yeah,
solid choice. I see there are so many people that I would love to give it to tonight because Mox and Roosh had a fucking awesome opener.
Yeah,
Jay Lethal and Jay White had an awesome match. Briscoe and Swerve had everyone just had such an awesome match tonight, to the point where I'm gonna go with Riho. Just because.
You rat bastard. I should have saw that one coming from a mile away. You dirty bastard.
Adam Copeland and Christian Cage also had a killer of a match too. You know what? Can I give a double dose today?
Yeah, because Christian's not here. We need to fill it up.
Riho, and on behalf of Christian, Roderick fucking Strong, baby.
All right, guys. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching Luchador Nacho. Thank you for following. You can tune into us every Wednesday immediately following Dynamite, and also every pay-per-view for our pre and post show. He says his Wrestler of the Week will always go to Al Snow. Didn't see the show today. He missed AEW. Hey, Al Snow's another good pick for a wrestler. So yeah, Luchador Nacho, you get a very special shout out today at the end. Tune in, like whenever we do our shows. We will not be doing a pre or post show for AEW World's End, as me, Mike, and Christian will be at that show. So you might just see some stuff pop up. Maybe I might do like TikTok shit and post it. Who knows? All right, guys. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week. Goodbye. We mute the microphones.